Today I'm going to show you how to use this 360-degree camera with all the tips and tricks that you need to know. And today I'm filming with PANOX V2. Panorama panning can be achieved by a very simple trick. Have PANOX V2, the 360-degree camera, at the end of an invisible selfie stick and swing it at your side, just like this. Some people thought I was fishing. I have 360-degree camera on an extremely long pole, but you can actually achieve it on a normal selfie stick that's included in a package for PANOX V2. To make it even more exciting, more movement, you can actually change the angle within PANOX app. Here I'm tilting it slightly, and also on the other end I'm tilting it the other way. So in that way you can achieve a great result. Next is really exciting flower scope. Behind me, there is a massive field of linseed flowers. You can stand extremely close to the flower field. And the whole thing is super simple. All you need to do is extend and walk, like this. Stand as close as possible and walk. I've just checked. In the 3-inch display, super duper huge display, so I don't have to actually connect to my mobile phone and everything can be seen. I can actually just make the tiny planet or the flower scope and I can see that it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I can check everything in this massive 3-inch display of PANOX V2. In the beautiful season of the spring, what you want to try is the flower planet photo. So here I'm walking inside the linseed flower field. The fragrance is amazing. All I need to do is hold a stick and just have it inside a flower bed and do your pose, set the time on the camera and take a photo. It looks amazing as if you're living on a planet of flowers. Talking of flowers, instead of the flower planet, if you want to be surrounded by flowers, especially those up on the tree, then you can hold up your stick, hold up your PANOX V2 and take a timer photo. Then your face, your body will be surrounded by hundreds of flowers. Let's continue to have fun with a little planet ride. So I'm on a moving vehicle, this time a car, under the cherry blossom tunnel. With mobile phone, this is the only angle you can get. That's not good enough when you're completely surrounded by beautiful flowers. So for me, I'm just sticking my camera out on an invisible selfie stick. Of course, my car is moving at a very slow speed. After that, you just need to go into PANOX app, make it into a very nice little planet angle. And you can also try that if you're going through interesting building structure as well, not just the flowers. And what's bonus about 360-degree camera is that you can cut into angle. So for example, you don't necessarily want to always do the little planet, then here I've just cropped it into a frame. So it looks just like as if I'm having a flat action camera. And I must say the resolution, because it's cropped in from 5.7K 360 degree, actually the cropped video, the resolution is totally workable for social media purpose. So not every place allows drone to be filming. So in this case, you can actually do a fake drone shot with a 360-degree camera. So here I have PANOX V2 on an extremely long selfie stick. So this is a 3-meter pole, so you can see how long it is. And with that, it looks as if I have a drone tracking me in this beautiful setting. And the great thing is, if you have it higher up, you can get a wider perspective into the frame. So on one side, I have this long road full of cherry blossom in full bloom, and on the other side, I have the sea with a sunset and also a beautiful bridge. And it looks as if I have a drone following around at a little bit of distance. Very interesting. But it doesn't necessarily have to be on a 3-meter pole. I can just use the normal selfie stick. And here I have a friend following me on a normal selfie stick from behind. So it looks like I have a drone following me, tracking me from behind very closely, and also showing an interesting surrounding. But with 360 degree, you can do everything by yourself. So here I'm trying this selfie follow shot. The great thing about this follow shot is that because everyone's actually going in the same direction, I don't have to worry about showing other people's face. And to have the better angle at following me, rather than drone shot, if you want to look as if someone is immediately following me, you can actually lower the angle more to like 90 degrees to the ground, just like what I'm doing now. So this is the comparison between having it sort of up at a bigger angle, and this is at 90 degree. In some ways, I actually do prefer sort of 90 degree angle tilting because it looks as if the camera is right behind me at similar height as me. Similar technique can also be used if you just hold the selfie stick with PANOX V2 vertically up. It can look as if a camera is following me right from above me, also giving an interesting perspective, which can of course turn into a little planet effect. Now with PANOX V2, let's try time lapse. You can choose different speed. For me, I thought 20 times actually worked really well here. All I was doing is just holding it up like this, not even a tripod. And the great thing about 360 degree camera time lapse, you can actually just change from one direction to the other. So not only the time is moving, but also the angle, making your video extra interesting. Talking about time, you can also slow the time as well. So here I have a little furry friend who is so friendly, but actually he wasn't moving that fast. But here I still took it at 60 frames per second, and the resolution was at 4K 360 degrees, and I thought it actually worked really well even cropped in. If you want to go extra, then you do also have an option of going completely slow motion with PANOX V2. Talking of cropping in, don't forget to crop your photo. In many of interesting tourist sites, you can't actually take a photo of the entire interesting landscape structure, or in this case, the massive cherry blossom tree. These particular cherry blossom trees were so tall, of course I can't fit them in my normal smartphone photo. But with PANOX V2, of course you can do so. Here are some interesting results, and even after exporting it as 16:9, I've actually further cropped in by just doing a very quick edit on my phone. That also applies for video as well. So with video on the mobile phone, this is the only frame that I can get, and a very random angle as well. But with PANOX V2, a 360 degree camera, I can just hold up the selfie stick with PANOX V2 attached at 90 degrees to my body and just walk along. Then I can get a very super wide shot. I can do it from my perspective, or I can do it as if I have a camera right in front of me filming me. Or in this case, I can stick the pole out above the stream. I cannot walk inside the stream. This is a real advantage of 360 degree camera. It can really take it from any angle. So let's now go out and get creative with your 360 degree camera.